Let us see electrochemistry numericals. In the electrochemistry numericals, we will discuss question number 6. Question number 6 we will take. Question number 6 we are taking. In the question number 6, you see a current of 1.7 ampere is passed through 300 ml of 0.16 molar solution of zinc sulfate for 230 seconds with a current efficiency of 90%. Find the molarity of Zn2 plus after the deposition of zinc. Assume the volume of the solution remains constant during electrolysis. Okay, we have taken this 7th question. And this 6th question is so and so. This 6th question is 6th question we have to solve. 6th question we have to solve. That 6th question is what we have to solve in the sense of molarity of Zn2 plus we have to solve. Molarity of Zn2 plus. Okay, now the solution is zinc sulfate solution. In the 6th question, what is given means zinc sulfate solution. Zinc sulfate solution, you are passing a zinc sulfate solution, you are taking 300 ml. What is the concentration? 0.16 molar. You are passing how much current means 1.7 ampere. In that current efficiency, how much given is 90%. So 90% of current is utilized, remaining 10% is wasted. You are pausing for 230 seconds. You are pausing for 230 seconds. What happens means reduction, cathodic reduction, anodic oxidation possible. Then after the electrolysis, what is the molarity of Zn2 plus remaining? What is the molarity of Zn2 plus remaining? They are asking. After electrolysis in the resultant solution, what is the molarity of Zn2 plus? They are asking. Okay, assume the volume of the solution remains constant during electrolysis. Okay, why they said this assumption? Volume of solution remains constant during electrolysis. They are saying no. Why to consider this point? That also think it. Okay, now we will see about it. See this 7th question. You see, 7th question is find the equilibrium constant for the reaction. That equation given In2 plus Cu2 plus gives In3 plus Cu plus at 298 Kelvin. E0 values given. E0 values are given here. E0 values are given. From this they are asking equilibrium constant in 7th question. Now let us discuss this in the now we are discussing this is 6th question we are discussing. In the 6th question, in the question number 6, what is the solution we are taking? Zinc sulfate solution. We are taking zinc sulfate solution in the question number 6. In the question number 6, we are taking zinc sulfate solution. Zinc sulfate solution, we are taking what concentration is 0.16 molar. What is the volume? 300 ml. 300 ml is the volume. Now we are passing current. We are passing current. We are passing current. How much current in the sense? 1.7 ampere we are passing. In that, how much is utilized? How much is utilized in the sense? In this something is utilized. How much utilized means 90% is utilized. 90% of current is utilized. So utilized current is 1.7 into 90%. 1.7 into 90%. So 10% is wasted. 10% of current is wasted. 10% of current is wasted because they have given current efficiency is 90%. They have given. To what time we are passing this current in the sense? For 230 seconds. For 230 seconds we are passing the current. Okay. Now cathodic reaction and anodic reaction in this electrolysis we will see. What is a cathodic reaction? What is anodic reaction? We will see. So at cathode reduction is possible, which is undergoing reduction in the sense one possibility Zn2 plus undergo reduction. So what is the SRP value for this is SRP is equal to minus 0.76 volt. Another possibility is water undergoes reduction that gives hydrogen gas and OH minus. For this SRP is equal to minus 0.83 volt. Now which is possible? Which is preferential reduction at cathode? What is a preferential reduction at cathode in the sense? Preferential reduction is this zinc, not water. Now we will see about anode. At anode, what are the possibilities are there? We will see. One is sulfate. One is sulfate can undergo anodic oxidation. Sulfate on anodic oxidation gives this. For this SRP is equal to so and so value. Then water undergoes ionic oxidation. Water and ionic oxidation gives oxygen gas, H plus ions, and loss of electrons. For this, SRP is equal to 1.23 volt. Now at this anode, what is the off reaction possible? In the sense, it is a off reaction possible. Okay. What off reaction possible at the anode we said. Okay. Now you say that they said one assumption, volume of solution remains constant during electrolysis. It is an assumption. What is assumption? They said means volume of solution remains constant during this electrolysis. This is the assumption we have to take, they said. Why do they say like this? Why should they say we have to consider the assumption volume of solution remains constant? That assumption, why to take, that we'll see. Whether volume of solution remains constant or varying, how practically possible, that point we'll see. Now see that at cathode what is happening? Zinc is undergoing cathodic reduction. At cathode, zinc is undergoing reduction. At cathode, zinc is undergoing reduction. At anode, water is undergoing oxidation. Therefore, number of water molecules getting reduced. Number of water molecules getting reduced in the sense volume of water getting reduced. So volume of solution getting reduced. So volume of solution getting changed. So volume of solution changes in the sense concentration also varying. Concentration also varying. So they have to say change in volume, they have to say, then only we can find concentration. So that only they have given the assumption that volume of solution remains constant. Volume of solution remains constant, assumption it is given. So based on assumption we are finding concentration. Sir, okay. So practically if you see volume of solution varies, that how much varies, that is not given. So the condition, instead of that, in order to give that point, they said assumption what volume of solution remains constant. Okay. Next we will see molarity of zinc after electrolysis. Molarity of zinc after electrolysis. So now we have to find the molarity of zinc after electrolysis. That means concentration of Zn2 plus after electrolysis. After electrolysis means left in the solution. That is equal to number of moles of Zn2 plus ions left in the solution after electrolysis by volume of solution in liters. Volume of solution in liters. Okay. So what we want, what they are asking us to do, concentration of Zn2 plus left in the solution after electrolysis. That is equal to number of moles of Zn2 plus left in the solution after electrolysis by volume of solution in liters. Sir. Now we want a number of moles of Zn2 plus left in the solution we want. Number of moles of Zn2 plus left in the solution we want. Sir, what is the initial moles of Zn2 plus, that we will see. Initially, what is the value? Okay. Now we will see initial number of moles of Zn2 plus. That is equal to, let us multiply this concentration and this volume. Let us multiply this concentration and volume. That is equal to how much? Means concentration is 0.16 molar. That is mole per liter. And volume is 0.3 liter. Now liter get cancelled. So we are getting a 0.16 into 0.3 moles. So we got a initial number of moles. So we got what in the sense initial number of moles. Then we have to find how many moles of Zn2 plus undergo cathodic reduction. That point we have to see. How many moles of Zn2 plus undergo cathodic reduction? Okay. At cathodic reduction, Zn2 plus undergoes a reduction. That is, see that here Zn2 plus undergoes a reduction at cathode. Here 2 moles of electrons. If 2 moles of electrons are consumed, in the sense 1 mole of Zn2 plus undergo reduction. 1 mole of Zn2 plus undergo reduction by taking 2 moles of electrons. 2 moles of electrons means 2 into 96,500 coulomb. 2 into 96,500 coulomb if you take 2 into 96,500 coulomb if you take 2 into 96,500 coulomb if you take how many moles of Zn2 plus depositing in the sense, how many moles of Zn2 plus undergoing reduction in the sense, 1 mole of zinc. 1 mole of zinc undergo reduction. 1 mole of Zn2 plus undergo reduction. So when 2 into 96,500 coulomb of electricity is utilized, we can say that 1 mole of Zn2 plus undergo reduction. Sir, how much current here utilized you see? How much current utilized? 1.7 into 90%. So 1.7 into 90% of current is passed, is utilized for how much time? Means 230 seconds. For 230 seconds. Okay, we will write 230 seconds. If you multiply this ampere into second, we will get coulomb. Now, how many moles of Zn2 plus undergo cathodic reduction? That point we will get. This gives this is 1.7 into 0.9 into 230 by 2 into 96,500. This is the number of moles of Zn2 plus undergo reduction. This many moles of Zn2 plus undergo reduction. Okay. So now we have calculated how many moles of Zn2 plus undergo reduction, that we calculated. It is a number of, it is a initial moles of Zn2 plus. It is a initial moles of Zn2 plus. It is a number of moles of Zn2 plus undergo reduction. So if you subtract, we will get a number of moles of Zn2 plus left we will get. Now we have to find concentration of Zn2 plus left we have to find, that is equal to number of moles of Zn2 plus left by volume of solution in liters. Okay, number of moles of Zn2 plus left is equal to initial number of moles of Zn2 plus, that is 0.16 into 0.3. Okay, initial number of moles of Zn2 plus is 0.16 into 0.3. It is initial number of moles of Zn2 plus minus number of moles of Zn2 plus undergo cathodic reduction. That is how much you see, 1.7 into 0.9 into 230 by 2 into 96,500. That will take. That is number of moles of Zn2 plus undergo cathodic reduction is current in amperes 1.7 into 90% efficiency into 230 seconds by 2 Faraday, 2 into 96,500. This is the number of moles of Zn2 plus undergo cathodic reduction. Now this initial moles and the cathodic reduction moles subtraction if you do, you will get number of moles of Zn2 plus left by volume of solution in liters. Volume of solution in liters, how much given? See, 300 ml. Volume changes, but they said assumption volume do not change. That assumption we have to take, they said. So we will take volume of solution as 300 ml we will take. So volume of solution is how much? Means 0.3 liter. Volume of solution is 0.3 liter. From this we will get a concentration of Zn2 plus left in the solution we are getting, that is how much? Means 0.154 molar. 0.154 molar. Okay, so that which is nothing but a concentration of ZnSO4, which is nothing but concentration of ZnSO4 left in the solution. Concentration of ZnSO4 left in the solution. Okay, now we got a concentration of ZnSO4. We got concentration of ZnSO4 left in the solution we got. Now you say, what is the concentration of sulfate in the solution? By taking the assumption volume change is negligible. By taking the assumption volume change is negligible. Now say, what is the concentration of sulfate in the solution? What is the concentration of sulfate in the solution? Do you say that initial value 0.16? That means concentration of sulfate in the solution now is initial value 0.16. Do you say 0.16? Do you say? Otherwise 0.154 do you say? Which value do you say? What is the concentration of sulfate after electrolysis? What is the concentration of sulfate after electrolysis? By taking the assumption volume change is negligible. By taking the assumption volume change is negligible. Okay, one student says that 0.154 molar. Sorry, okay, we will check that. We'll check whether that is correct or wrong. We'll check. Now you see that you are taking a zinc sulfate solution. You have taken zinc sulfate solution. Okay, in zinc sulfate solution is taken for electrolysis. Zinc sulfate solution is taken for electrolysis. In the electrolysis at cathode, zinc ion is undergoing cathodic reduction. At anode, water molecules are undergoing anodic oxidation. So what about sulfate? Is sulfate undergoing any electrolytic process? Is sulfate undergoing any electrolytic process? Is sulfate undergoing anodic process or cathodic process? Any process is it undergoing? No. Sulfate is not undergoing any process. Sulfate is not undergoing any process means sulfate number of moles remains same as it is as like initial. So how the concentration of sulfate will be there? Will it be same like initial, shall we say, or shall we say 0.154 molar by considering assumption that volume change is negligible? Now what do you say? Concentration of sulfate, shall we say same like initial, shall we say, or shall we say 0.154 molar? What value do you say? Concentration of sulfate. Concentration of sulfate, what do you say? Here, sir, you have not understood this point. Okay, so you are not responding. Okay, we will see here zinc sulfate solution you have taken. Zinc sulfate solution you have taken. You are taking this zinc sulfate solution for the electrolytic process. You are taking a one more student says 0.154, one student says 0.16. Okay, let us discuss again. We are taking zinc sulfate solution here. What is the concentration of zinc sulfate means 0.16 molar. So what is the concentration of zinc ions means 0.16 molar. What is the concentration of sulfate means 0.16 molar. To this you are passing current. You are passing current for this time. You are passing current for this time you are passing. Now electrolysis process taking place. At cathode what is taking place means zinc ion is going for reduction. It is a possible at cathode. At anode what is a possibility means water is undergoing oxidation. So sulfate is not undergoing oxidation at anode. So sulfate is not involved in the electrolytic process. Sulfate is not involved in the electrolysis. Sulfate is not involved in the electrolysis process. Okay. So sulfate number of moles will remain same. No, then sulfate is not undergoing any electrolysis. Then sulfate number of moles will remain same. No. Then how the concentration of sulfate will be there? What is the concentration of sulfate after electrolysis? Do you say that 0.16 do you say, or do you say 0.154 molar? Okay, you may be having another doubt also. Concentration of Zn2 plus left is 0.154 molar. Okay, so concentration of zinc sulfate is 0.154 molar. Okay, then how do you say concentration of sulfate is 0.16? So what happens to the remaining sulfate? Remaining sulfate is present in the form of sulfuric acid. Remaining sulfate present in the form of sulfuric acid. How it is possible? How it is possible, you are asking. Now in the anode water is undergoing oxidation. H plus ions are produced. No, these H plus ions with remaining sulfate being a sulfuric acid. Being a sulfuric acid. Therefore, we can say that concentration of Zn2 plus left is 0.154 molar. We can say concentration of zinc sulfate also 0.154 molar. We can say, but concentration of sulfate at last how much means 0.16. So what is the difference? Difference here is concentration of sulfuric acid. Concentration of sulfuric acid. Okay. Next we will see question number 7. We will see. Now we will go for a question number 7. Let us see question number 7. We will take question number 7. We will take question number 7. In the question number 7, what is the given data that we will see? In the question number 7, given data is one equation is given. What is the equation means indium 2 plus ion plus Cu2 plus ion gives indium 3 plus ion, plus Cu plus. In the question number 7, it is the equation given. In the question number 7, this equation is given. Temperature given is 298 Kelvin. Temperature given is 298 Kelvin, and temperature given is 298 Kelvin. And what is asked in the sense equilibrium constant is asked. They are asking equilibrium constant. Then what is another given data? What is another given data is E naught of Cu2 plus bar Cu plus is given, E naught of Cu2 plus bar Cu plus given, that is 0.15 volt. Then E naught of IN3 plus bar IN plus is given, E naught of IN3 plus bar IN plus is given, that is minus 0.42 volt, minus 0.42 volt. Next given is E naught of IN2 plus bar IN plus, IN2 plus bar IN plus, that value is minus 0.4 volt, that value is minus 0.4 volt. So what are the E naught values given? See, Cu2 plus bar Cu plus, that is 0.15 volt. Then IN3 plus bar IN plus 1, that is minus 0.42 volt. Next given IN, next given is IN3 plus bar IN plus 1. Okay. Next, that is how much in the sense minus 0.4 volt, minus 0.4 volt given. IN2 plus bar IN plus is minus 0.4 volt given. Sir, okay. Now let us do this problem. Let us do this sum. Okay. Now they asked equilibrium constant. For equilibrium constant, they asked in the sense in which equation we got equilibrium constant relation. Equilibrium constant relation. That means one formula we got, that is what in the sense E naught cell is equal to 0.059 by n log Kc. It is a formula we have derived already. Now here they are asking Kc. Kc means equilibrium constant. They are asking for Kc and cell potential relation we derived already. That derived formula is E naught cell is equal to 0.059 by n log Kc. E naught cell is called standard cell potential. Standard cell potential is this much. Cell. Now we want first we have to find the standard cell potential. Then we want n is number of moles. Then we want Kc. Okay. For which let us take this cell reaction. In this we will take anode and cathode we will take. So we will take anodic process. We are taking anodic process. Anode means oxidation, which is undergoing oxidation means this In plus 2 is converting into In plus 3. That is called oxidation. So In plus 2 is converting into In plus 3 by losing one electron. It is called oxidation. Then we will take cathodic reduction. We will take cathodic reduction in the sense, see that this Cu2 plus is converting into Cu plus. Cu plus 2, this cupric is taking one electron and becoming cuprous. Okay. Cupric is taking one electron and becoming cuprous. It is called a cathodic off reaction. Now we will see cell reaction. We will see. We will go for a cell reaction. Cell reaction is what in the sense In2 plus Cu2 plus gives In3 plus Cu plus. Okay, it is a cell reaction. Okay. Now we want E naught cell. E naught cell is equal to what we can say in the sense E naught cell. This E naught cell we have to substitute. E naught cell is equal to what we can say in the sense SOP of anode. SOP of anode plus SOP of SRP of cathode. In cathode reduction. Cathode means reduction. So we have to take a SRP of cathode. SRP of cathode. Okay. Now SOP of anode means at anode what is taking place means oxidation. That means In2 plus is converting into In3 plus. In2 plus is converting into In3 plus. Plus SRP of cathode. Now E naught cathode in the sense cupric is converting into cuprous. So Cu2 plus is converting into Cu plus. Cu2 plus is converting into Cu plus. Now we have to substitute these values. Okay. Let us substitute these values in order to get E naught cell. Now E naught of In2 plus bar In3 plus. Now In2 plus bar In3 plus given or not? See, here given is In3 plus bar In plus. Here given is In2 plus bar In plus. In2 plus bar In plus given. Now we want In plus 2 bar In plus 2 bar In plus 3 we want. So we have to get this value. We have to get this value from these two. Using these two, we have to get this value. We have to get this value using these two. Using these two, we have to get. So how to get? We will see. First, we will consider in plus 3 bar in plus 1 means in plus 3 is converting into in plus 1. Okay, think that in plus 3 is converting into in plus 1. For that, potential is minus 0.42 volt. Minus 0.42 volt. Okay, this point we will consider. This point we will consider here. What is a given data? See that here. What is a given data? You see that in plus 3 bar in plus 1. That means in 3 plus is converting into in plus 1. In plus 1. Okay. For this SRP value is how much? Means minus 0.42 volt. E naught is this much. E naught is this much. Minus 0.42 volt. E naught is this much. Next given is in 2 plus bar in plus 1. This meaning is in plus 2 is converting into in plus 1. Sir, in plus 2 is converting into in plus 1. In plus 1. For this E naught is how much given? Means minus 0.4 volt. Okay. What we want means we want in plus 2 bar in plus 3. That means we want in plus 2 bar in plus 3. So we want to what in the sense in plus 2 into in plus 3. In plus 3 we want. For this we want E naught. For this we want E naught in order to substitute here. In order to substitute here. Sir, we have to find E naught. This E naught we have to find. Sir, how to find this E naught value from these two? That we will see. Now, how to find this value? We'll see. Now, let us take this is first equation. This is second equation. We'll take. Now, we want this equation. We want this off reaction. In this off reaction, in plus 3 is there in the right side. Here, in plus 3 is there in the left side. Now, let us reverse first equation. Let us reverse first off reaction. So, first off reaction, we are reversing. In plus gives in 3 plus plus 2 electrons. Now E naught is how much? Means E naught is equal to plus 0.42 volt. Why it is becoming plus? Because we reversed. It is reduction minus, it is oxidation, so plus. Okay. Next we will see second. Now we want this off reaction we want. In this in plus 2 is there in the left side. In the second also in plus 2 is there in the left side. So let us take second off reaction as it is. Second off reaction we are taking as it is. So in plus 2 plus electron gives what? Means in plus 1. In plus 1 for this E naught is how much? Means minus 0.4 volt. Sorry, okay. Now let us add these two off reactions. So let us add what is common that you cancel. Common thing you cancel it. Common thing we are cancelling. We are cancelling this electron. Before cancelling the electrons, you make them equal and then cancel. You make them equal and then cancel. Now see that here two electrons are there. Here one electron is there. Now are they equal or not? See, they are not equal. So shall we make them equal in order to cancel? That point we will think. Shall we make them equal in order to cancel? That point you think. Okay. And another point you see that one thing we can do, we can make this here number of electrons equal. Then we can cancel and then we can add these two. Another thing we have to think. What we have to think in the sense we want this off reaction. We want this off reaction. For that case only we have taken these two off reactions. We want this off reaction in the sense in this off reaction right side one electron is there. So we want one electron in the right side. So don't multiply this by 2. Just you take as it is. We want one electron. So that don't make them equal. Sorry. Now we will cancel. We will cancel what in the sense this in plus we will cancel. In plus we have cancelled. Now left side what is there? Means in 2 plus is there. Then right side what is there? Means in 3 plus 1 electron. Plus 1 electron. You see that right side 2 electrons are there. Left side 1 electron is there. 1 electron is getting cancelled, means 1 electron is remaining. Now we got the required off reaction. We got. We want this off reaction. That required off reaction we got. For this off reaction we want E naught. We want E naught. For this off reaction, we want E naught. Why? Because in order to substitute here, we want E naught. How to get E naught for this? For this off reaction, what is the E naught value? Do you say? What is the E naught value? Do you say? For this off reaction, what is the E naught value? Do you say? How much value do you say? How much value do you say? Have you understood or not, or shall I repeat? Okay, you are saying that 0.02. You said 0.02. You said whether it is correct or wrong. That we have to check. You said 0.02. Okay. You said 0.02. We want off. For this off reaction, we want E naught. We said. You said 0.02. How you said 0.02? In the sense you have just you added these two. You added these two. Therefore, you got 0.02. You got whether it is correct or wrong. We have to check. Sir, we will check this value. Whether it is correct or wrong, that we will check it. Sir. Now we will see one is intensive property. One is intensive property. Another one is extensive property. Another one is extensive property. Why we have taken in the sense for the why we have gone for intensive property and extensive property in the sense for this we want E naught value. For this we want E naught value. You said 0.02 by adding these two. By adding these two, you said E naught for this is 0.02. You said whether it is correct or wrong, we have to check. Sir. For that case, we have taken intensive property and extensive property we have taken. What is the meaning of intensive property? Means it does not depend on quantity of substance. It does not depend on quantity of substance. It depends on quantity of substance. Extensive property depends on quantity of substance. Intensive property does not depend on quantity of substance. Sir, now we will take either electrode potential or cell potential. Anything you take. We will take either electrode potential or cell potential. Anything you take. Whether it is intensive property or extensive property. That point we have to see. Whether it is a intensive property or extensive property we have to see. Sir. Cell potential in the sense, suppose you are taking a we want a cell potential, whether it is intensive property or extensive property, that point we have to discuss. Okay. Suppose we are using the fan. Fan is running. For 1 hour, fan is running. For 1 hour, you think that power grid is perfect, 100% efficiency. Power grid is perfect and 100% efficiency. Okay. Transformer is perfect, 100% efficiency, like this you think. Now we are sitting under the fan. Fan is running for 1 hour. We are sitting. 1 hour fan ran. Now, how much current we utilized in the sense for 1 hour? How much time in the sense 1 hour we said? What is the potential at which a fan has run? What do you say? Same potential do you say, or potential varies do you say? Potential difference, voltage, what do you say if you consider efficiency is 100%? What potential we have utilized for 1 hour? If you say, will you say that just 240 voltage will you say? Otherwise for 1 second 240 voltage, so for 1 hour we have to multiply 240, therefore this much will you come, will you say? What do you say? That means you are saying that by internal resistance is there, you are saying sir. Okay, now internal resistance and voltage. Sorry, now resistance also 0 we will consider. Resistance also let us consider 0. Okay, so how we are considering in the sense 1 hour time for 1 hour fan has run for 1 hour. Now initial voltage is initially what is the voltage in the sense initially voltage is 240 voltage we will take. Everything efficiency is 100% we will consider. Efficiency 100% we will consider. Resistance 0 we will consider. Now you say that for every time will you say voltage is same 240 voltage you will say. Otherwise, will you multiply this 240 voltage with 1 hour will you say? What is the voltage for 1 hour? What is the voltage for 1 hour means? Do you say that same 240 voltage will you say? Otherwise, will you multiply with 1 hour? That means 3600 seconds. That will you say. Suppose ampere current is ampere current will take us x ampere will take x ampere current. Now quantity of current means quantity of electricity in the sense x ampere current into 1 hour means 3600 cool second, therefore we are getting coulomb. Quantity of current is 3600 into x coulomb. Okay, current is x ampere, time is 1 hour. For 1 hour we utilized the current, so quantity of electricity utilized is 3600 into x coulomb. Now the question is what is the voltage for 1 hour? If you take everywhere efficiency is 100%. If you take everywhere power grid is 100% efficiency, resistance is 0, everywhere resistance is 0, transformer efficiency is 100%, everywhere efficiency is 100%, resistance is completely 0. Now do you say that voltage, what is the voltage do you say for 1 hour? What is the voltage do you say for 1 hour? Same 240 voltage will you say, or voltage varying do you say? Wastage and all 0 we will consider. Voltage is changing you are saying, or voltage is 240 into 1 hour do you say, or what value do you say voltage? You consider that you think that whenever whenever they are discussing, no, motor is not running properly because of low voltage, like that only they will say. Oh, motor is running, voltage is proper. Okay, voltage is constant. Like that, these sentences only we are hearing. No. Okay, tube light is glowing means the proper voltage we are getting. That's why it is glowing. So, shall we say voltage not varying with the time? Shall we say voltage not depending on to what time we have utilized current? It is not depending, that we will say, or what? Shall we say that potential difference depends on time? Shall we say that potential difference depends on to what time we are utilizing the current? In what way do you feel? Sir, okay. You have not understood, so you are not saying the answer. Let us see some other category, some other example we will take. Now we will consider that this one we will consider. Battery we will consider.